Hello guys and welcome back to Super High Graphics. I'm Shegun Peter Soluwashi by name, your host on this channel, dishing out valuable lessons and tutorials on how to improve your graphic designing skill. So today I want to show us how to make this promotional, simple, easy, simple flyer. No design is easy, but it can be simple. Alright, without wasting our time, let's get started. Click on a fresh page. Okay, delete what you have on your screen. Nice. Now we're making use of the custom size, so we don't have to change the size. All you have to do now is change the background color. But before we change the background color, let's create a shape. So you come here, click on shape, this shape. Okay, then you come to your max tool. You can see this max tool. All you just have to do now is to raise this side up a little. You can see how I'm raising that, and raise this side up a little. Drag this one in like this, then ensure this one is out of the box. You can see this. Okay, great. The next thing is to enable this. Now you make it out. You can see the shape it gave us. Just okay that. Nice. The next thing now is to change the color of this shape that we've just created. So you just click on color, enable color. The color that I made use of is actually a navy blue color, something like this. You can just click on the navy blue color, then you come in and make it deeper. You can make it deeper. You can see this. Okay, great. Now so you can make it deeper, but here is it. So you can just create anything. Now with this being done, all you just have to do is come back to background and change the color of the background. Let's make use of color white. I made use of white color in there. Okay, good. Now this shape that we created, you just have to increase the size. Increase the size to cover the page, something like this. You can see this. Okay, great. There you have it. Just position it somewhere like this. Now the next thing you have to do in this design is pretty simple. Just duplicate this. It's highlighted. All you just have to do now is come back here and come and duplicate it. It's duplicated, you can see it. Okay, just go back a little. Let's make this one. This back one, let's change it to a. Okay, just go back. While it is positioned where it is, you can even reduce the size. You can reduce the size like this. Okay, great. Now the next thing is to duplicate it again. Now this one that is duplicated, you just come to color and change the color to color white. You can see that. Okay, great. Now with this being selected, you see how I'm positioning this. You can see the way I'm positioning it. So just watch carefully how I'll do this. Now with this being highlighted, you can come back to Bezier tool and just adjust this a little, like bring it out. You can adjust this a little and just position it somewhere here. I want to have a light hand like this, and you can bring this down a little. You can see that. Now you can do the same thing here. Drag this out a little and bring this in a little like this. You can see the shape is giving me already. So this is good. I can reduce this. Okay, you can see the shape is giving me, and I like this shape. The next thing I will just do is just to okay that. Now I have a shape. Come down to layer, click on this, select the two above shape, that's the two small ones that we just created, and click on merge them together. You can see the margin. Now you just come to color erase to here, and enable it. Now you can see the shape it gave us. You can see the shape. Okay, this is good. This is good. Now just okay that. The next thing that I'm going to do now is just, you can increase the size of this. You can increase the size to fit the page. For this to really work so well, let's come to rotation. You can rotate it like this, 1 or 2, so as it to fit what we are doing. You can see. Okay, great. Now with that being done, you can just come to color. Come to color, enable it, and make it a red color. You can just make it a traditional red that you have at first, but it's like the rotation is not enough, so you just rotate it a little again, something like this, but don't allow you to touch the one on the ground. That's the initial color at the base. Don't allow it to touch, so it must have some space like this. Okay, great. Now the next thing is just to duplicate that again. This one now will be above this, to be above this, and give it the base color, which is the blue color. You can see that. Okay, this is good. I don't want it to be out of the page. You can see that. Okay, great. Now we have it. We have our color. Everything is down. Now the next thing is just to come to layer. You can lock them to avoid them moving around. The next thing is just to create another shape. I click out, create a shape, but this time we're creating a circular shape. Circular shape. Okay, you can create a shape like this. You can see the shape. Okay, great. Now for us to get something, we're designing a perfume, like we want to promote a perfume with a flyer. So to get the image that I'll be adding into this, I'll just come to my texture. I want to put an image in this, inside of this circle. So I'll come here and just come to my download. Okay, here is the image of a lady's bag containing perfume. So I'll just crop it up a little like this. You can see this, and just make it, I make it a 1:1. Just bring it up a little. Okay, I want it to fit into, you can see this is great. Now okay, that the next thing is just to come to color. No, come to stroke and give it a stroke. Now the stroke you are going to give it to be the same color of stroke, because you are making use of 2 combination color, red color. You can make it 2 or 3, but I think I made use of 2. Okay, now just okay that. You can see this already. Everything is adding up beautifully well. So you can increase the size as much as you feel it's okay for you. Now the next thing to do here is just to duplicate this. Duplicate these like this, something like this. But before we duplicate again, let's just come to shadow and enable shadow. Just enable it with the radius that it's on, 10 radius. Okay, that click on this, enable shadow, radius 10 also, and just duplicate this, bring it here, something like this. You can see this. Bring this down. Now let's start changing the images that we have inside each of these ones that are above. So you just come to texture again, click on image, and then start changing what you have in there. So you can click on 1:1, reduce it as much as you feel it's okay. Okay, you can see that this is beautiful. Now the next thing, the second one, we change the image again, 1:1. You can reduce it as much as you want. Okay, great. Here we have three different sets of perfume showcasing themselves. So the next thing is just to start writing the whatever information that we want to write. But before that, let's just spice up our design with some little kind of creative touches that will add beauty to this design. So I created a pack. Just click out and click on import. Okay, here is a pack. This pack that you're seeing, this pack of different kind of designs, I created them myself. Using Pixellab, so as whenever I need something, I can just easily go and pick one from here without necessarily creating or starting afresh. So how do I pick one? I'll just click on crop. You can create this using your own Pixellab. I created them using Pixellab, and I'm still going to create lots more like this. So if you want me to create a video on how I create all these packs, you can easily drop a comment. System by system. You can easily drop a comment in the comment section and tell me that, okay, show us or show me how you create these packs, and I'll easily create a video on how you can create this pack yourself. You can see. So this is it. Now, to make this align with what we have here, you can make it any color of your choice. It can be the blue color that we have or the red color. So with this being done, let me just duplicate that, bring it up here. When you are designing yours and you see something like this, like a distorted outcome, don't bother. When you are saving it, to save properly with the normal outlook. So don't bother about this. So yeah, I want to give this one, let's say, a red color. You can see that. So I'll just duplicate this and go and pick another shape. It can be any shape. It doesn't have to be anything. It can be any shape. So I have lots of shape that I created. So I can just pick anyone from the pack. Okay, let me make use. I think I made use of this in that design. So just okay that and bring this one down here, something like this. And increase the size a little. Rotate it as much as you want, something like this. You can see this. Now let's make this one a white color. Since it's appearing on the blue page, let's make it a white color. You can see this. Now this is how everything keeps adding up. Now the last thing that I want to add to showcase the perfume, I have a collection of perfume that are available that I also got. Some of these things you can easily go and download them, but if you are a part of the community that has bought my designing material bundle, it will be made available to you. You will see it right there. So here you can just readjust these ones, just make sure everything suits so well. Okay, great. Now the next thing is to start writing all the names, whatever you have. So let's just say the name now. I have pleasant perfume. So I'll write the pleasant first, then get a font for this. So you can just make use of any font of your choice. Like I always say, but make sure you select a very good font, because the font can add some beauty and can make your design colorful. So you can just select any font that suits your design per time. I can't even really remember the fonts that I made use of, but I will just pick something for us to see. So it doesn't have to be the same thing all the time, but you can always use something cool. Let me just use something like this. Like this. Okay. Here I have this. Now I'll just duplicate this, edit it, and then let's say perfume now. Okay, bring this down, then come to font also and select another font that can add color to this. So it could just be something like this, but this one will definitely have to be smaller than the bigger one. You can see this. You can reduce the size. But like I always say, many of us make some mistake of not giving space at the corners of our design. You can see you must give space at the four corners. You can see the space that I gave here, the space I gave here, the space I gave here. Those are very important places you give space. Now in these ones, I deliberately put them out of the page because that is how I want them to appear. So space is very important, and many of us, when we are designing, we make mistake of not utilizing our white space. White space are the portions that we leave to add beauty and creative outlook to our design. You can see lots of white space. These are white spaces that has nothing in them, and it's making this design really beautiful, which is very essential when you are designing anything. Okay, the next thing now that I want to do is, so maybe let's say the line has a slogan or something. You can just add something really simple. So you can just come to text, edit it, and just put something like, okay, cheerful feeling. Something like that. Okay, so you can just reduce the size of that. So let's say size 20. Then you just bring it down below this and just make it a color that you feel is okay. It can be red color. If you feel like, you can reduce the size further. So this is just like the slogan that you want people to be. So pleasant perfume gives you cheerful feeling, something like that. I hope you got it. Okay, this is great. Let me bring this down a little. Okay, great. Now there we have it. The next thing is just to write the classes of perfume that we have. So you can click on new text, edit it, and then paste. I have the classes of perfume. I already wrote them out, not to waste our time in typing it. So I'll just bring them in. Let's say these are the classes of perfume services that we offer, like body spray and all of that. Let me edit this. Okay, so let's say this is it, and you get a font that can really make it simple and not too big. Okay, great. So you can make it a color of your choice, but in this case, white color is the best. Okay, you can see this. Now great. The next thing, we can just create a shape. Create a shape like a rectangular shape like this. Make the radius 100. Reduce it as much as possible. Something like this. So you can just reduce this. Something like this. Okay, that, and just bring this down here. So this one can carry the information like the heading. So you can just make it anything you feel it's okay. No, but the color has to be like, let's say, red color. Okay, now let me just duplicate this and edit it. don't want to waste our time. So you can just say we sell. Okay, capital letter. Yeah. So you can just bring this down into this place. If the size is not, you can increase the size to fit into that box. So which tells this is our services. We have body spray, body mist, perfume oil, Turkish perfume, Arabian perfume, and things like that. So you can just create, let's say, a shape to pinpoint this body perfume and the rest of it like that. So this one you can just click on this shape, duplicate it, bring it somewhere here, and just click on this also, duplicate it, bring it somewhere here, and just edit this. So you can just say something like contact us. Okay, capital letter also. Yeah, and just position it inside properly. Great. Now the next thing is just to click on this, edit it, and then we can write in the address and all of that. So here I already have these things typed out, so I'll just come here, reduce the size to like size 20 or even further. Let me put it at 15. Okay, position it right below this and then make it a white color. Okay, then come to alignment and then align it to the center, something like this. Boom. Before you know it, our design is beautiful and ready. So there is no big deal to these things. You can further add some beautiful shapes to it as much as you want to beautify your work, but always keep it simple so as people will not stress. Whoever is reading the message or who you are trying to passing the message across to, they can easily get it without one thing or the other contesting for attention. So if you start from above, you will see that the name comes first, then you can see some collections of perfume. Now you niched it down. This is like niching down to a specific class of perfume and adding some shape, then you can see. So the person is gradually coming down and getting the message one after the other. After reading all of this, then if the person feels like, okay, I want to buy one of these, the next thing their eyes should go to is how to get it, which is the contact. I hope you are getting how the concept of designing is coming all together. And yeah, when somebody sees this, the design is beautiful and appealing. So you must bring your courage and your confidence into your design to churn out beautiful design every day, and keep working at it. Thank you for watching. I remain your host and possibly Shegun Peters Oluwaseun. God bless you.